Previously on Noah, our heroes defeated the Eclipse Syndicate and learned of an ancient evil sprung from its sandy tomb. Is Luna really on the hero's side? Will the capture of Lawrence Eclipse break the case? Are our heroes really the good guys? You might be wondering how we got here.
Quiet on set.
And action.
You don't get to call action, damn it. Okay.
All right, sorry, yeah. And
Action.
action.
SWAT 1, take 2. So you had captured Titan, and Luna is willing to work with you guys in order to protect her sisters. Now, at the end of the session, you three were called back to. Oh my god, I almost said SWAT.
SWAT?
We're called back to
shit,
Noah.
crossover.
Yeah. We're called back to Noah, where Detective Ahmed and Luna were waiting for you. And Ahmed has given you a job. They have located the founder and leader of the Eclipse Syndicate, Lawrence Eclipse. As in, he is somewhere in the wilds of Siberia. And he is your lead to figure out what's going on with the sisters and what potentially is going on in the Sahara Desert. So that is where we pick up with you in a room with director Ahmed and Luna standing there, who has just given you the news that's where you'll be going.
Remind me, was part of the plan that Luna would be accompanying us?
She will be going with you, yes.
Okay, just making sure, because I couldn't remember if I was imagining that or not.
I do believe I threatened her with lots of violence the last time, saying that if...
I don't remember any of this.
Content. All right.
Here, I'll start it off. Could I have a minute, please? I need to tell my work I'm going to be off for a few weeks. Or at least a week, I assume.
Yeah, Ahmed pipes up and goes, well, I'm not quite sure how long this is going to take, but go ahead, I guess. I mean, you have a little bit of time. I have a jump jet ready for you all. That'll get you there.
Oh,
quick.
When would we be leaving?
As soon as you're able. This is as soon as you're able.
I already told Joe, and I think I'm ready to go. What again? Your name Chip Dale? Chipster, right? Do you have like a family or something?
That's a loaded question.
Well,
You can't just ask somebody,
Not
do they
really
have a
your
family?
concern,
What if the
but-
answer's no?
Don't we all, to an extent?
I mean, home is where the heart is and all that, but like, do you need to tell someone, or can we just kind of go?
I just need to make a quick phone call. I'll meet you on the jet.
Okay,
Chipster's family is fear.
I guess I'm the only one that,
The tipster walks out and makes a chipmunk noise and is carried away by a massive chipmunk.
And Mickey is there, and Donald
Okay,
is
so
there.
I'm trying to.
and
Okay,
it's-
I just need to clarify something. So when we were called in, was this after the?
This is about 24 hours after the dam attack.
Okay, so she would have come in fully stocked, so she's ready to go.
Yeah.
She is gonna get on the phone, find like a sub corner, and get on the phone with her butler to tell her dad that she's like flying to Abu Dhabi or something for the week, or a little bit longer. She's taking an extended vacation.
All right.
We don't have to
All
RP
right,
it. I'm just telling you that's what's happening, unless you want
Yeah.
to.
No. Yeah, no, go for it. That's all. Yeah, go ahead.
Tyler, what company do I work at?
You
what
work
media
at
company?
You work at the
Weekly solar system.
No, it
There's
was
see, you work at the shit. You work at the Monthly Earth. I don't know.
No, it was something like NBC, but different letters.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You work at you work at DEF.
Okay.
That's right. I don't. That's not
Yes.
actually what it is. I'm saying that's what it is. It's canon now. Write it down. Remember
Yeah,
it.
that's what.
Um.
So is Noah headquarters like downtown
NOAA headquarters, yes, yeah. The NOAA has sort of a campus almost downtown, so it's fairly close to wherever you need to go. Think of it like the United Nations in New York, where it's
I've only been there once though, so
well, I mean, it's not exactly that. I'm just saying, like a large, centrally governed building in a major area.
Okay, so I am going to. How far is it to where I work?
Maybe 20 minutes on the subway.
Yeah, so I'm gonna tell them I'll be right back. I just need to go file some paperwork.
I can actually take you. It'd probably be faster if I, carried you.
Okay, but you have to don't let me down in front of the front building. They'll think they're under attack again.
That's that's very fair. Let's go. I carry Brooke.
Right,
on the
carried
way,
Brooke.
Frida comes
Yeah, no,
back
on the
into
way,
the
actually,
room
it's
and is
probably
like,
a
where'd it go?
Ahmed tells you where they went.
on the way there. It's probably like a 2-minute flight because of how fast I fly, but it's like I kind of want to go like, how have you been? By the way, we haven't really had specific time to catch up since that one.
No, I mean, you had your life, I had mine, right?
Yeah, I was just wondering, like you were in college. How's that
I'm
going?
still in college,
Oh,
technically.
well, okay, huh? You know what? We're here. I dropped Brooke off like a block away from the actual building.
Okay,
Do you want me to wait here for you? I can hang out, I guess.
sure, but don't draw too much attention to yourself, okay?
Yeah. Oh, I think I hear somebody robbed. I'll be right back.
Oh my god, okay. Okay,
Yeah,
so I go
what
into
do you
my
do, bro?
office. I assume I'm like low level and we have an open area.
You have like a cubicle, like you're in the bullpen.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. Perfect. So I assume I have at least one coworker who will talk to me. I don't know 'cause I
About
don't
what?
know.
What are you trying to do here? Exactly.
Number one, I'm gonna be away for a little bit. I've been, you know how I'm on call. I tell whoever, and they say, "Oh yeah, I know that." I'm like, "Okay, can you pass on the word?" And then I grab a suitcase from under my desk with my
Okay.
clothes, and I'm back. I'm
All right,
leaving.
she's got a bug out bag. I like that. All right, yeah, yeah. Your coworker says, "Yeah, I'll be sure to tell Jerry about it." Your editor in chief, Jerry Black.
Thank you.
Please.
O'Neill
For
got it.
the-
O'Neill.
for
Call
the-
me Jerry.
For
Black
the
was
audience,
my father.
in case the audience didn't realize, because I didn't.
Brooke is. We realized Brooke is secretly Superman.
I did not mean to make her Superman. It just happened that way.
Superman's
But-
editor in chief at the Daily Planet is Perry White. Let's move on.
All right. Fantastic. Love it. Just
All right, we're moving
Terrible.
on.
Okay, I did my
Terrible
bit. I'll be
concept.
quiet now.
you come out and Fungi does have, let's say, the unconscious form of a hooligan that he
Yeah, one of
briskly
the
kind
the
just-
Spider-Man 2, the video game robbers. How how people are always hijacking cars.
Yeah.
you have
Fungi,
a car
you
hijacker.
should probably leave some of this stuff to the police, right? Like, not everything needs a superhero.
I mean, it can't hurt, right? Looks directly into the
The
camera.
the guy you're holding who's semi-conscious actually looks up at you and goes, "Yeah, it can hurt a lot."
Okay, Fungi, why don't you go back to headquarters? I'll take him to the station.
I mean, I could just. There's.
You
Excuse
actually
me,
hear
sir.
sirens nearby.
Yeah.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Okay,
Then you
I
hear
guess
that.
you have to fill out the police report now. And that's why
okay,
we
yeah,
shouldn't
a
get
cop
it
actually
involved
walks
in...
up and he goes, "What seems to be a problem here?"
Carjacking, gotta go. I do the 2-finger salute, grab Brooke, and just blast off at the speed of a jet plane.
No, I'm like flailing.
Yeah, what
People-
you guys
Okay, fine.
don't what you guys don't see is this guy telling this cop how he was assaulted for no good reason.
I'm sure the guy has a file. if he's just a regular hooligan. We fly back to the
You
jet.
fly back. What has the chipster been doing this whole time? Just awkwardly sitting in the same room as the director,
been,
like,
Noah,
8
and
minutes.
Yeah, has been like, is
This
And
is
just,
how
like,
I like
sitting-
to imagine Batman in the Justice League when he's like waiting on something. He's just like awkwardly sitting under fluorescent lights.
yeah, like she's probably like flipping through like a magazine that's like 3 years old, like
Home and, the chipster's
Does he-
reading Home and Garden.
Is he into you? Here's 5 questions to know if he has a crush.
Luna actually sits down next to you, chipster, and goes, look, I just want you to know that, contrary to any past disagreements I've had with your organization, I'm fully on your side here, and I would like our relationship to be cogent and professional. I'd like this to be a professional work relationship, if that makes sense.
Great.
I don't want. I feel. Listen, I have a suspicion, like I'm being watched, and I don't think it's Lawrence. Lawrence, the bastard that he is. I don't know why he would. If I'm being completely honest, I don't know why he would be in Russia. Anyway, I wanted to let you know that.
I think sort of following you.
Well, I'm not sure. It's just a feeling.
And I heard you gave it your best shot.
I mean, I suppose I stayed with my sisters to try and look. I stayed close to them, hoping that I would be able to somehow break their curse in a way, but it didn't seem to be magical. Almost, it didn't seem to be. I don't know. It's something about this isn't right. Something about this isn't lining up.
When was the last time you saw Lawrence?
The last time I saw Lawrence was right before we left for the mission. He was telling us about some energy spike neutrino and something or other in the desert and asked us to investigate it. Seemed pretty normal at the time. I just
Something that
unsure.
he frequently sort of into.
He's always sending us off on some sort of wild chase or other.
I think we should awkwardly walk into the room at this point, like arguing.
Well, if you just put the guy down.
You can't just randomly be attacking people, you know. Like,
Yeah, but I mean, he was trying to steal a car.
no,
I
but
just
the
figured.
police. There needs to be like a trail of what happens. The police need to know.
Yeah, but I
and
mean,
I can't-
he probably has a record, right? I
But
mean,
you can't
don't you guys
say
keep
that.
records
That's
on this
like-
planet?
You're judging him based on one action. Maybe he was starving. You don't know.
Well, I mean, yeah, but at the end of the day, like, I see something bad, I have to stop it. This is kind of what heroes do, right?
You could direct the police to it. It's their job too.
Yeah, but I kind of move very fast. The whole point of me being fast is so that, you know, I can stop things quickly.
Look,
Before
all I'm
anyone
saying
can
is that
actually
we're
get
here for
seriously
the big
hurt.
things that the police can't handle.
Yeah, but it can't hurt to, you know, lighten their load. I don't
It
know.
can hurt if you actually hurt a person.
He wasn't that bad. I didn't even knock out any teeth this time.
Didn't realize I was working with an Eagle Scout. No, you just. Yeah.
Were you talking to me?
No, I'm talking to Luna. I don't even know what's going on. Funguy just reminds me of being a fucking Boy Scout. He's like, well, I have to do something.
You all walk into the room, and Ahmed goes, "Good, you're all back. You'll come with me. I'll give you a quick
what's
briefing."
Tyler, what's her rank again? Because she's not a detective anymore.
Director.
Director.
The director of.
Director. Funguy just assaulted someone and left right when the police got there. So you might have to.
They were. It was a
She
carjacking.
looks at you, Funguy, and goes, "Was it a criminal?"
Yeah.
And then she just shrugs and keeps walking.
Where exactly? So I'm a little confused. Where
I
exactly
put up
are
a
we
Google
going?
alert to see if my name is going to pop up in connection to this.
You say, where exactly are we going, as you're led into a briefing room where she hits a button on a table and a sick hologram pulls up this map of Russia.
I love this part.
And this blinking light appears in the top right-hand corner, deep in the wilds of Siberia. And she says, our intelligence has tracked Lawrence here, to the wilds of Siberia. Your mission, should you choose to accept it.
We don't have a choice.
We
Well,
are contracted
you could,
as.
I suppose you could quit,
No
but that's not
agencies.
really the point. Your mission is to infiltrate this base where he's living, being held. We're unsure. Our
Are you sure?
connections.
Because me and Funguy don't have the best track record on infiltration.
Actually, I did lead a resurgence on my home planet over the past 2 years. Didn't know if you knew that.
Don't
I
worry,
kind of
you all
am.
you all were chosen because of your familiarity with each other, as well as your familiarity with the case. Out here, this far
familiarity
from
with the
any
case?
civilization, we're not too worried about you interfering with the Russian government or anything like that.
Oh wait, I forgot. You guys have different governments on your planets. Is that going to be a problem?
Yes.
Okay,
Potentially,
right.
So what do we do about the fact that I don't speak Russian?
Well, I don't think
Do I
you'll
actually-
need Russian.
do I
I don't.
speak
I.
Russian?
She looks at Luna and goes, "Does Lawrence speak English?" And she goes, "Yeah, pretty much." And she goes, "Okay, there you go. That's your answer. It's."
Won't all the signs on the facility, like exit this way, be in Russian?
I mean, I guess so, but you are trained for this sort of thing.
Y'all got training for this?
I kind of do actually.
Listen, your job is to infiltrate the base, loudly or quietly, however you choose to do it. The main point to keep in mind is that we are unsure why he is there. The intel we've gotten suggests that he is being held by criminals of some sort. Perhaps.
We're positive he didn't go there voluntarily.
No, we're not positive of that, but we are. We do have a suspicion
Do you
that
think there's
he
any
is
mafia ties?
potentially. And she looks at Luna and goes, "Yes, well," Luna says, I mean, Lawrence and we didn't always work above the board all the time. This could be any number of people that Lawrence is pissed off. I am not. I don't have any more to tell you. And Ahmed goes, yes. So the best way to get in, considering that I don't want you all to hike through miles of Russian wilderness to find this place, is we have a jump jet to take you there. Funguy, yes, I know you can fly, but trust me that this jet will launch you into low orbit over the Earth that will get you there even faster than you can flying on your own. The only problem being that we can't land, as Russia does not recognize Noah as a governing body. So you will be jumping from low orbit, as it were, into... Funguy, I know that's not much of a problem for you, and I'm sure you can deal with any of the problems that might arise. But just so the three of you are aware, pointing at Luna and Brooke and the chipster, that some special equipment will be required. And she hits a button on the wall, and the wall slides aside, and like these sick Halo jumpsuits with like gas masks, and like they're all black. It's super sick. Sort of fall out of the wall.
You said they just fall out of the wall like they were leaning up
They
against
ladder to
the
the
panel,
floor.
and the panel slides out.
We didn't actually have. I'm sorry, we didn't actually have any hooks. We just sort of crammed them in there for dramatic effects.
No, it
Fell off the
looked great
plastic
for like
hangers.
the 1 second where they were kind of still there, kind of being held up by the edge, and then they did fall out. Here, let me help you pick those up.
Yeah, you all picked them up. They all should be properly sized for you, and they will help absorb some of the G forces that you will be facing on this jump jet.
So we're not talking parachutes. We are talking full gravity inertia impact with the ground. Is that essentially what you're telling me?
I think you have a parachute once you get closer,
Well,
but
yeah,
you're
you do
starting
have a
from
parachute
higher
once
I'm
up.
you
just
get
making
closer, but
sure
we're
because
starting-
I don't know. You guys have
You
different
will
sort
be
of tech
falling
than I've got
from
going
low
on.
orbit like that one Red Bull guy.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
He
Is his name Felix
now-
or something? I feel like that
I
was
don't-
Felix.
I don't know.
I was
a fun
here
guy
when he
can
did
literally
get here.
fly in space. I don't see how that was a big deal for him in this universe, but
It's all about advertising.
Maybe he would fly. He had taking a joy flight up there when the guy went up, and he's like, "Whoa, you guys can do that too!"
exactly, perhaps. Now, if you'll all get dressed and follow me, do you all? What
Mine's
do you all
a little
do?
tight in the crotch area.
It's
I don't think
designed
you
to
get
be
it- wait,
from
I
that
don't think
high.
Funguy
From
gets
that
a
high.
suit.
If it's not pressurized down there. Oh well, we wanted them all to be the same for dramatic effect.
Oh, okay.
Explode.
I'm gonna text my parents. Going to Siberia. Love you.
They
All
text back, all good. See you
Cool,
soon.
thank you.
We're having tortilla soup for dinner.
I don't think I'll make it home, but save some for me.
Okay, we'll put some in the fridge.
The chipster changes into the suit.
Yeah, you all change into your sick flight suits, and you're led down 2 levels lower to a massive hangar where, to put it mildly, a rocket ship is waiting
no
for
one
you.
gonna notice a rocket ship launching from the city?
So this is actually a fairly common thing to have. It's well known that there's all different types of stuff flying in and out of NOAA headquarters, as can be sort of expected with the number of heroes flying in and out. As far as the jump jet goes, it's rather small. The capsule on top, after you all are instructed to climb in, just fits the 4 of you. There are the control. There isn't even a control board. As Ahmed goes, there are actually it's controlled from this end, so there's no need until we tell you to drop, as it were. We'll be able to. She points at the floor below you guys as you're all getting strapped in, and goes, "The floor will open here. You just hit this latch, and you'll drop when the time comes." And O'Neill's giving me a real face.
No, just thoughts.
You all climb in, and director is like leaning down over the hatch, talking to you all at this point. And she says, "Any final questions before we begin?"
What's our plan for retrieval?
Alive, if possible.
No, I meant
I
retrieving
think
us.
he meant how are we getting out of Siberia?
We're working on it.
You can't just send in and the door closes.
Yeah. So and the hatch shuts to Brooke's dismay, and you begin to hear over your comm links the sounds of mission control almost talking. All right, main thrusters preparing. Fuel injection begin. Do you have anything to say?
Go for launch.
You actually start to see a shimmer appear. You hear them go, glamour shields engaging. And you actually see a shimmer begin to appear over the one glass windshield. And you sort of get the impression that there's some sort of invisibility field going on with it of some kind, to keep it completely a little bit more sealed. You hear them say something about a radar jammer as well, and they begin the countdown. Hello everybody, this is your GM Tyler here. GM obviously stands for Good God, Marvin, did you see that? Stupid. Thank you so much for listening. You might be wondering how we got here. We really appreciate the listens. If you like what you hear and you want to hear more, you can go ahead and give us a follow at YMBW Podcast. We're trying to sort of ramp up our social media activities, so give us a look over there at YMBW Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. I'm going to have to get back with Olivia on that one. Follow us on LinkedIn. We've also got a Patreon, YMBW Podcast on Patreon, where you can check out our very cool sci-fi game Hyperlanes that Olivia DM'd. We have some fun stuff coming up there as well, some more fun little tidbits for you all. Also, as a reminder, we are now a podcast of the Frolic Media Network. We're very excited to get started with them, and you should go check out all the other great podcasts they've got going on over there. Go give them a listen, and we got the link below in our podcast description. That's it. I'll let you get back to the episode. Enjoy the rest of Noah episode 3.
Countdown engaged. 10, 9, 8.
You have anything to say?
7, 6, 5.
You guys think that we're gonna get snacks on this one, or?
No, I don't.
Okay.
If there were snacks,
Did
we'd
you-
already see them.
Your name's Chip, isn't it?
You're all cut off as you are all hit with 10 G's of force as you are launched from as the roof above you opens up and you are launched out of NOAA headquarters up into the stratosphere. As you begin flying, I want everybody to go ahead and make what's a puking check? What would a puke check be?
Stamina?
Let's
Fortitude?
say, yeah, let's
Fortitude?
make it fortitude.
Okay.
Now would be a really good, funny time to have a flashback.
To remember how to
Not great.
play this game. Okay.
But still okay because I am Funguy.
So it's your dice plus your fortitude, yes?
Yes. Yep.
21.
21, okay.
16.
15.
15. One more time. 15, 12, 21,
I was 16.
16. You all pass.
Yay.
Funguy, you're actually not used to flying around not under your own control, and it makes you your stomach a little upset. But you know, you keep it down. You're beefy.
Joe also did feed me like too many nachos before we left, so
Yeah,
that's probably
exactly.
contributes to it.
Are you like Joe's pet? Does he like feed you
Kind
and
of.
water you? Is that how the
Make sure you get
relationship is
sunlight.
like?
Ward. I'm his ward. You know,
All
his
right,
little alien
okay.
buddy.
What if Joe's the ultimate bad guy? Yeah, so you are all launched into the stratosphere, and after what feels like quite a while because of the pressure, it lets up, and you realize that you are actually in low orbit over the Earth, and you're in zero gravity.
I'm taking photos with my phone out the window. I'm like holding
Yeah,
my phone up
yeah.
to the window.
You hold your phone up to the window. You don't get like the full astronaut view of Earth. You're not that high up.
But you
Think
can,
of
still
it.
see, you can see the curvature.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Chipster
As you are
is
launched over the North Pole and into Russia.
tightly gripping her seat and not looking out any windows.
She is tightly gripping her anus.
Funguy, hands in the air, having a great time.
Love it, love it, love it. And after about 5-10 minutes, you hear on your comms,
This is Mission Control. Do we have contact?
This is... Guys, what is our space... Are we space pod? What are we?
Space boys going in hot. Hot, yes.
We should have given you a name, but I suppose that's not a big deal. You,
Chipster reporting.
Big space long time.
Chipster, you know where we're going. No one's gonna know your normal identity
I'm
anyway.
just
so
trying to confirm it with Noah, but I also understand.
You can try... What I'm saying is...
I'm
you
very
can,
confused. Who's saying what now?
I'm talking to you, Chipster.
Yeah, all right.
Where we're going in Russia, no one's gonna know who
You guys
you
don't
are,
have
so
to
you
yell.
can drop the
Space
Chipster
boys,
voice.
Space boys, come in. We're picking up some sort of drop malfunction. We're losing
kind of figured.
control.
Try to stab.
Wait, Space boys, your drop zone should be some point in the next 5.
Seconds,
and then you
days,
lose
hours?
contact.
Oh,
You
no.
humans really need to get your
And then
technology
5
under wraps.
seconds later, boom, whoosh, and a massive wave of cold air hits you as you've started to re-enter orbit, and the ground below you drops out, and there's now nothing between you and the earth except the seats you are sitting on. What do you do?
I'm just gonna sit in the seat.
Sit in the seat.
I'm gonna float around in my seat like a little hover chair.
Funguy, can you drop out a little bit and make sure this is the right area?
Oh yeah, we'll do. I kick
Thank
off the
you.
seat and blast down to Earthside.
The
you
trickster is
blast
holding
down.
her mask onto her face as hard as she can.
You actually start to lose the jump jet, so you aren't as fast. The problem is you're not as fast as the jump jet.
Yeah, but we all got blasted out of the jump jet.
No, you did not.
No, we were hanging
The
there.
floor dropped out. The way it
Oh,
works
I
is
see.
the floor drops out, and then you hit the buckle, and you all drop. Like it's not like the decision isn't made for you.
But I'm looking for him. Like, I know he's gonna lag behind, but I'm like
Okay.
looking for a signal.
I can do this.
So you do.
use my
You guys
mimicry.
do have sort of like trackers in your suits that tell you the point you need to go to. Funguy, as you drop out and start to go a little farther down, you're able to finally get a signal on your tracker, and you realize that you are directly above where you need to be. The jump jet is starting to pass you, though.
Got you. I'm going to use my mimicry skills to copy the speedster to add a little bit more speed onto my flight.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Sure. I'll just assume that you're fast enough to catch up to the jet.
Yeah, I don't remember how much speed he
You
actually had.
fly back in and you sort of grab something.
Yeah, I kind of grab on. I say, guys, we passed it. You guys want to drop?
Yeah, okay.
Hits the buckle. Yeah, and drops.
Luna hits the button and she drops as well. And you all begin your free dive straight down towards Siberia. You are a little you are a couple miles past the point you need to be at, the initial drop area. So why don't you all go ahead and make let's call it an acrobatics check to sort of direct your flight. Funguy, you don't have to do this.
I don't think we have acrobatics.
Is it
Yeah,
not
there is.
acrobatics?
There is acrobatics.
Yeah, it's like
on
an
the back.
actual.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, to see if you can sort of direct your flight in the direction you need to go. You all have like a heads-up display in your suit.
Unnatural.
That very
20.
unnatural 20. All right, Chipster.
24.
24. Okay, you are both able to sort of adjust and start angling towards the direction you need to go. You're not sure that you'll be able to make it all the way there by the time you need to deploy your chute. But you are heading in that general vicinity. Let's see how
Funguy
Luna
can
does.
just kind of grab you guys and drop you right above.
You only
the
have
drop
2
points.
hands.
Yeah, but I can do
three of
less.
That's true.
I mean, I think I can land on my own.
Where is Luna?
Wow, Luna does. She's falling with you guys in tight formation, and with that roll, she's actually doing as well as you guys. Sort of
yeah.
directing as the 3 of you are sort of falling in unison. And Funguy is just sort of like kicked back, like falling with
just
you.
chilling.
Just like, it's pretty cool.
Man, I'm just doing this with my best buds back on my home planet.
Yeah, we actually used to do these. This was part of flight training, where they would just kind of kick us out of the planet, and then if you didn't, control your speed, it's a whole thing. Guys, my planet's really dark. I don't want to talk about it now that I think about it.
You actually hear Luna on your heads-up display, and actually go, so like, what's your deal? I kind of get the other two, but what?
What
My
do
name's
you
Funguy.
mean? He has no deal. He just is.
Yeah, but like, where do you come from?
From an alien planet,
Now that
far
we're talking
away.
about it, I'm also kind of curious.
What's there to be curious about? He's here now. He's helping us. Just accept it.
He's an alien. I want to know what his fucking stick is.
Do you remember about 4 years ago when there was that alien invasion that, there was like, oh, these people, you don't know if
Briefly,
they're
yes.
real or not. Yes, those were my people. Long story short, civil war back on my home planet. Things have changed. I'm back here now trying to get some more information to kind of help my planet. It's a long story. Long story short, I'm here to do good and save you guys, help people. Because you guys help me.
So you're right. Space soldier jumping out of planes with a bunch of Earth superheroes.
Oh yeah, speaking of, you might want to deploy your parachute.
Yeah, you actually look down. You guys have been talking. And you're like, ah, shit. I'm like a few seconds late on the deploy. And you all deploy your chutes.
I don't. I'm gonna keep that.
So Luna, you
I'm
said
gonna
you
write that
knew
on my
what
character
my and the chipster's deal was. Can you explain?
I don't know. You're heroes. You're very hypocritical about what you do. You're kind of shit heels. You know, the usual.
Are all of... I've actually been wondering this. Is there like a villain school? Because you guys all kind of say the same thing, and it's very strange.
Well,
It's usually a private school in Europe, I've found.
if by
Yes.
school,
Oxford.
you mean the School of Hard Knocks, I suppose so.
Okay,
God damn.
God, I hope the
You
You
ground
all
kills
say
me.
that too.
As you guys actually
Is that
begin
an
to...
actual school, Brooke? Because you go to school, right?
Yeah, Brooke actually goes to the University of Hard Knocks.
I go to Mirror City University.
Ah,
Of
right.
Hard Knocks.
I'm sorry, do you go to MCU?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have that clear.
Is that like a big school? Again, not
Yeah,
not
it's a
from
pretty
this
big school.
The chipster
Right,
has
right,
turned
right.
off communication.
Okay.
Is temporarily muted her.
As you all begin to fall toward the ground, you realize you're about maybe a half mile off the location that you need to be in.
I'm gonna summon my bow and shoot an arrow as far as I can
shit.
get and teleport to it.
In the
Yeah.
direction you want to go.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Make a ranged attack for me, just to see how well you do at firing this arrow from a far distance toward the direction you need to go. It'll also mean you'll be leaving your teammates.
Yeah, but
I kind of eyeball it. Again, I can see 1,000 times the normal perception. I just kind of eyeball it and grab the other two.
is
Boost off.
Ooh, pretty.
I for
Yeah, I sent you guys a picture of the sort of type of terrain you're landing in.
Super alpine.
Ooh, chilly.
sorry, do
Very
I use-
alpine, very cold, very mountainous.
Oh my god. Okay, wait.
Lots of deciduous trees. Is that what they're called? Pine trees? They're
no,
deciduous?
are carnivorous. Coniferous are the...
Coniferous forest. It's a coniferous forest.
Does
yeah.
a ranged attack use agility instead of fighting?
No, it uses
It's whatever your bow attack is.
No. There's a stat for it. Let me find it. Dexterity. It uses your dexterity, just like D&D.
There it is. I found it. Okay. Unnatural 20.
Okay. You fire your arrow in exactly the direction you need to go, and you're able to sort of appear down near the ground. You catch it in the middle of this forest, maybe a couple hundred yards farther than where you would have if you had landed. The rest of you, specifically the Chipster and Luna, land in the spot you were heading toward. Funguy, where do you hit the ground?
Oh, I was just gonna grab them and go to where Brooke
Okay.
was. No need to.
Okay. Yeah, Luna goes, I'm sorry, this is not... wait, hang on. And the pack drops off her as you grab her. And you all and you land right by Brooke. And you sort of huddle up, and Luna... And you try to get back on comms, and you're actually able to get through, and you suddenly start...
Space boys, space boys, are you there?
Here.
Roger? Which one is it?
We've all made a landing.
Roger.
Oh, thank God. Patching you through to the director.
And you hear another... And you hear the director get on comms.
Okay, so it seems you didn't fall too far off. I'm sorry, that doesn't normally happen.
No biggie.
The trek should be fairly short, especially with Funguy. Be sure to scope the area out. It seems like... I don't know, we're not picking up any life forms outside of the
the base you need to get to. So be sure to keep it stealthy, I suppose, until you get there.
Copy.
All right, good luck.
And it clicks, and you all look around, and you sort of shed some of your life support gear you no longer need, and look and see you're, a good quarter mile off of this base that it looks to be built sort of into the side of one of these mountains.
A quarter mile is only one lap around a track.
Half mile. Yeah, you're not far off, but it's heavily forested. Lots of snow.
Uphill.
So you can't see where you intend to go to. But you you do know that the direction you need to head, and in your briefing, I'll say that that you've sort of landed in this valley between two sort of craggy cliffs, and you're heading toward one of the cliffs, and it seems to be built into the side there, the entrance.
I'm gonna take a second and bury the life support suits in the snow.
All right.
I'm gonna keep mine on me.
So. Okay. You do so.
So I know it's exactly a mile and a half then, right?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. I actually have a perk or whatever that lets me know I can tell distances real good.
I say, so do we want to just do this one on foot so that way we can, keep an eye and make sure we're being stealthy?
Yep.
Do you guys, I told you about like my home planet stuff, and there was a civil war. I kind of learned something while I was doing that, and Funguy kind of snaps his fingers, and he, chameleon style, just kind of blends into the background. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I like this. This ability is nice. Let's keep going, and I'll maybe stay up ahead. Kind of
You take the lead, I'll follow you.
Yeah, you're kind of perceptive, so stick behind me.
The chipster is going to sort of draw her weapon and keep it sort of at the ready and follow after Funguy.
Okay.
What's wrong, Jesse?
We got the letters of my company wrong. I had it written down. It's ONN.
Okay, you're ONN. You can go back. I'll replace myself saying it. Oh yeah, it says CNN. That was the bit. Okay. You all begin to make your trek towards this location. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Oh, well, I still have. Yeah. Not amazing, but not terrible.
25.
Shit. I'm rolling like garbage today. Oh no, Jesse. Jesse, no.
That pained face.
Oh no.
Are we doing bonuses or like?
Yeah. It's stealth.
Yeah.
It's one of your
I mean, like,
skills.
if we roll a certain number, do you add to it, or is it just automatically?
God damn it.
Is it a
Jesse,
1?
did you roll a 1?
I rolled a
Fucking
1.
goddamn it. I rolled a 2, but with my stealth it's a 16.
Yeah, so you all split off. Even Luna, who you didn't take to be much of a military type, more of a mystic type, sort of split off in this like special ops formation, silently moving through the snow. And just behind you hear crunch, 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 as Brooke just starts trudging through the snow.
Brooke, you might want to.
What?
You're being a little loud.
Just walking.
Yeah, we're. Oh.
Listen, Brooke, find my footprints. Walk behind me. Walk in my footprints, okay?
Okay.
Okay. I'm keeping an eye on Luna. I'm watching everything she's doing. When I'm not sort of scanning the area, looking back to Luna. Scanning the area, looking back to Luna. But like
I'm just focused on the area.
By the way, Chipster, is that what we should call it? Should we call you Chipster? Or?
Chipster, Chip's fine.
Okay. Also, you can drop the secret identity thing. We all. No? Okay, fine. Never mind.
This is just what I sound like.
We know that's not true.
But who's to say? I heard that you forgot about this.
Oh shit! Oh fuck!
Oh shit! Make a persuasion check, Jesse. We'll go ahead and roll.
Fucking
What was it?
goddamn.
Fortitude or will? Go ahead and roll will for me, Jesse.
To 9.
No.
31?
Yep.
31. Yeah. So
I stop.
that.
Where am I?
Yep.
fuck!
Chipster.
I
Oh,
wasn't specific
fuck,
enough.
You
fucked
weren't
it up.
specific enough.
Fuck!
No, Brooke.
You
You're,
fucker.
that's not what it is. Brooke, you just suddenly look around and you're like, man, I thought I was at that dam opening. Why am I? Man, it's really cold. Where the fuck am I? That's your thought process.
I should clarify. I heard that you...
I can't be here. I have a date tonight.
Funguy stops, turns. What?
Funguy, I haven't seen you in ages. Can you get me back home?
Hold on, I heard that we all just focused on the mission at hand, and you remembered what we were here for.
Make a persuasion versus will.
Jesus Christ. That was not specific enough. I need to be very, very careful. 26.
Yeah, I
Yep.
got a 9 again.
All right, so Brooke, you suddenly remember where you're at, but you're super focused on the mission now.
Do I remember?
You remember not remembering, but you almost don't care. You're like, oh, it's just part of the mission. I'm focused.
Wait,
on
do
the
I
mission.
remember?
Now
like,
this only does last one round, correct? This
Yeah,
isn't-
yeah.
Yeah,
It doesn't
okay.
last forever.
Okay.
Oh, I
It's
could
like
have
a
just
charm
fucking left
person.
it, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Now I did shout out very loudly.
Yes,
And
I
that
know.
does need to be resolved.
O'Neill, I know. Luna actually looks. You actually see Luna like standing there with her mouth open. She's like, "That is some morally gray shit. What the fuck?"
Was that directed at me? Oh, never mind. I don't actually care.
The chipster just, like,
And I
keeps
keep walking.
moving. Yeah, just keeps moving.
I, as a person, care though. Was that directed at
Luna
me
just
or the
shakes her
chipster?
head and goes, "Yeah, I'm the bad guy." And you
Wait,
guys keep
Tyler,
walking.
was that directed at me or the chipster?
No, the morally gray stuff was at Chipster.
That was definitely
Okay.
chipster, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
So you guys, after that yell, everyone go ahead and make a perception check for me.
oh, now there's the natural 20.
Natural
To
20,
balance
alright.
out my roll.
26 total with the natural
Okay.
20 bonus. however you do
17.
So you guys,
Jesse, what is that face? Jesse,
Again?
what is that face?
Chipster.
I-
Chipster got
I-
into her head.
I trip and fall, and I go, ah! I'm sorry, guys.
That's per usual.
You know what it is.
Funguy, you start to hear a low rumble that sounds like it's coming from above you almost.
I look up.
You can't really see through all the trees.
I
You
fly
just
up.
start to see things shaking. You fly up, and you see a massive fucking avalanche coming directly towards you off the side of this cliff face.
I fly back down very, very quickly, and I say, we need to go.
We can't go anywhere that's not related to the mission. We have
Oh,
to stay
yeah.
on topic.
I grab the Chipster and the magic girl, Luna, and I begin flying through the trees.
And I steadily continue marching towards the avalanche, I assume.
It's been 6 seconds. You're you're not
Yeah,
mind
you
controlled
sort of.
anymore.
You're mind controlled. The control it kind of slips away for a second.
Suggestion.
Do I remember that it happened?
Oh yeah.
Listen,
fuming
you
now.
tried to sell
not
me
with
out
you.
to the
I'm not
no,
with
no,
you.
no. But I'm just saying, you tried to fucking sell me out to the newspaper, so I already have it.
I know.
I already fucking have it
I
out
know.
for you.
I shout. Funguy shouts back to Brooke. Brooke, we need to go. Like now.
On it! And I'm gonna launch an arrow, I guess, in whatever direction he went.
Straight up.
No, I
No, I
went to the
flew.
side,
I picked
right?
those two up, and I began flying towards our destination.
Yeah, all right. So Brooke starts. You can move faster with that teleportation arrow, and you start launching yourself forward. Everyone, go ahead. Funguy, you'll make it fast enough as you start to see, as you sort of come across this clearing. You look up. You and the chipster look up. You're able to make it to this clearing first against the side of this mountain, and you see these two well-armed guards standing in front of sort of like a vault door situation, and they're looking up and they're like banging on the door.
Like, let us in.
Yeah, let us in. You see the door start to the wheel sort of spin, and it starts to slide open slowly, and they slip inside, and you realize you are maybe 10 seconds away
Even
from
with
being
my
hit by
speed?
this avalanche.
Oh.
10 seconds away from the avalanche hitting you.
Oh, well. I'm going to drop the actually I'm just going to try to jam into the door.
With the guards who have just slipped inside.
I mean, is there any other entrance? I take
No.
a second using my 1,000 times perception. Do I see anything? What do I see in this flash frame, record scratch, freeze
Let me survey
frame?
the scene one more time. Freeze frame. You're standing on the edge of a 100-yard clearing. Above you, maybe, a couple hundred feet, you see avalanche heading directly towards this clearing. Across the way, you see built into the side of this cliff face a vault door where two guys have just slipped inside. The door is cracked, maybe a couple feet open, and it seems as though they're about to shut that shit down.
I see. The avalanche is coming from up top of this cliff face.
Yes, it's built into the bottom of a cliff face. It's coming
Now
from
I
above
understand.
it. Yes. Yeah.
Well,
Time to die.
time for infiltration. I throw Luna in the door.
All right. Make
Her first.
a ranged attack. Dex attack.
Chipster's left
Well,
to freeze
Luna
to death
might
in the
just
snow.
die. If we're being honest, that's fine. Listen, Funguy's not used to everybody not being as dense. What's my ranged? What do you want me to use? Dexterity?
Can I see on the other side of that door?
Ooh, really good. Look at me. Do I have anything else?
Throwing people around.
Yeah, just chucking.
How
23.
far is your X-ray vision?
I have Enhanced Sense 4 penetrates concealment. I would have to double check what that even means.
So I'm going to go ahead and say yes, you can. Kind of barely, though, in the same way you can see something that's very far away.
Gotcha.
You can't get any details. You see the two guards slip into a small room.
Is there like
seems to be
can I see
some
if there's
kind
like
of
like
control
another
panel.
door or
There seems to be a couple doors in there, but that's about all you gather. Yeah. So,
I just throw Luna in there. That was a 23.
so you throw this woman.
This human.
Are you
female.
flying toward the door as you do this?
Will Brooke make it?
We'll resolve that after you.
I'm using this, freeze frame time. I'm looking back at Brooke. I'll either pull up if I don't think Brooke is going to make it, or I will just blast in there.
Brooke seems right on the edge of where she may make it or not. It is going to be tight.
You know what? I'm gonna throw the chipster too, and I'm gonna pull up.
Make
Funguy
another
has
ranged spell.
enough-
Make another ranged attack.
Oh no. Not as
I'm
good.
going
but
to
still
die.
okay.
Also, we're going to be doing damage because you are throwing damage for the chipster. Because as Luna gets to the door, she actually sort of spins so that her feet are facing the door, and you see this blue disc appear, boom, and crash through the door into the space as she uses her floating disc spell to
Gotcha.
sort of brace her fall, and sort of acts like a battering ram slamming this door open.
That is a 16.
Luna can fly, can't she?
She with her floating disc, sort of, yes. It's not fast, but she does have the ability to go up and down.
DAC 6.
you throw the chipster. Your aim isn't as dead-on accurate this time, and it seems as though that if Luna had not busted the door open farther than it was, you probably would have just thrown her against the cliff face right next to it.
Good.
But she sort of busts the door open a little bit, and the chipster, you fly in. Let's resolve the damage here.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll damage, O'Neill.
I
this
don't
isn't
roll
a
damage.
Standard attack. Oh right. Go ahead and roll your toughness, chipster.
For the
Oh,
chipster.
I roll toughness. Okay, so I roll.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and say it's 15 plus your strength.
I roll d20.
Even though it's range?
Okay, and then I add my toughness.
Yes.
26.
Yeah. Because it's about how hard you're throwing.
Yeah.
It, not about
26.
26. Okay.
That's, yeah, so 21, so
That
you're
beats
fine.
it. You,
If it's just
you
my strength.
actually catch a bar and do a sick gymnastics move and land without taking any damage inside this thing. As Funguy, you turn around and you see Brooke flashing forward as fast as possible toward the door. You've got maybe 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 1 round. You guys have 1 round before you're able to.
We have 1 round?
You have 1 round before this thing hits you. 6 seconds.
Oh, I can fly to Brooke and then grab her, and
How fast is your flight?
I fly like a mile every 6 seconds or something crazy like that. It's ludicrous. Hold on, I'll pull it up. It's flight 8.
I believe you. You're right. Yeah,
So it's a mile.
You're right. Yeah. So you blast forward and actually grab Brooke, and you blast forward, and just at the last second, you slide in, and now you have about 2 seconds before the avalanche hits, and the door's still open.
We're
on
all
the side
in?
of a cliff face, right?
Well, yes, it's coming down directly above you, but the door is still open.
Yeah, but the door isn't like facing up at the cliff face, right? It's like we'll just
That's
get
not
stuck
how
in.
avalanches work. Yeah, but the door is still open as you all sort of crouch in as this rumbling sound, and all daylight is cut off as the snow boom slams around you and begins to fill, and you just continuously hear the rumble. And now the only light lighting this small room are the fluorescent overheads. As you all sort of look over to your right, and you see 2 guards standing there, like, staring at you.
Smoke bomb! Smoke bomb!
Roll,
Yes!
roll initiative.
You might be wondering how we got here as part of the Frolic Podcast Network. Find more podcasts like this at frolic.media/podcasts.